Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a fun kind of get ready with me, let's just chit chat and catch up tutorial today. So be sure that you're following me on all my social media sites. I have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, as well as don't forget to subscribe here. I still stay pretty active on Twitter and Instagram, and whatever I post to Instagram, I post to Facebook. So if you don't have Instagram but you have Facebook, follow me there. And if you don't have Facebook but you have Instagram, follow me there. But I stay pretty active on those when I'm not regularly uploading to YouTube. So there you can find out like what I'm doing, what's going on, why I'm not uploading a lot. Anyways, so there's that. But like I said, today we're just gonna do like a get ready with me. Where it's summer and it's so hot where I live, I don't like to do like full coverage, hot, sweaty makeup on my face for day to day. I just can't do it. I can't live that life. I have 3 little kids I'm chasing. It ain't happening. So, today I'm just gonna show you like my more natural makeup look, but I still do it up a little bit so that I still feel pretty. But to get started, you guys, I can't have my hair touching my face. I can't do it. I just can't. I can't do it. I pull all my hair back. It's not in my face. We're good. Okay, so last year, 2 years ago, either last year or 2 years ago, I found this. It is Benefit's Bigger Than BB Big Easy Liquid to Powder Foundation. And I am in the shade light medium at 03. And I like this because it has 35 SPF on it, which I like because I could not find my face sunscreen right now. And I usually just do like a cover stick, but I want to protect my skin still. So we're putting this on today. But I'm also just gonna be putting this on with a beauty blender, which I have a discount code that I will give you guys for that beauty blender. It's by Mikas Beauty, Polished Super 25. And it is like an affiliate code. So if you don't feel like doing that, that's fine, but you can still get it off of Mikas Beauty's website, this beauty sponge, which I really like. It's super squishy and it's just like a little soft, little lemon thing, and it's dirty. Yes, I didn't clean it. So warning, this is not full coverage at all in any way, shape, or form. I want to say it's basically just a tinted foundation or tinted sunscreen. That's how I feel it is anyways. I did add a little bit more on my cheeks, but I don't feel like it gave me more coverage. And it is very like, it feels very like slippery, if that makes sense. Because it's liquid to powder. I think it's that powder thing like switching over, which I do like that feeling because it makes it feel very weightless, and I like that a lot. But at the same time, it's a very strange feeling to get used to at first. And then I'm just going to go ahead and conceal under my eyes with Revlon's Photo Ready Cover Stick. And this is in the shade light medium as well. And so what I do is I have deeper pores and acne scars on my cheeks. And so I just cover those up with some concealer just to essentially fill them in a little bit. Because if I don't, I feel like it just ages me. I look a little bit older. And yes, I know what everybody's saying. I thought you were going for like a natural makeup look today. I still conceal. I still... it's just not as heavy. The foundation I put on is just not as heavy. And so it's so nice. And I had, for those of you who don't or haven't followed me on all my social media sites and you're wondering where I've been, I don't know, yeah, you guys can see this pretty well. This little incision right here, I had finger surgery 2 weeks ago now, almost 3 weeks ago now. And what it was is I had they weren't sure, they called it 2 different things. It was either a benign tumor or a fancy cyst. I can't remember what it called it, but it was a cyst that is basically a mass of veins that have just been blocked, and he just snipped it off and pulled it out. It's really, really strange. Anyways, so, and I will maybe give you guys an update on that a little bit later, but I'll give it to you now. So what it was is I basically had right here, there was like a growth coming out of my finger, and it hurt. It would change, it would swell when I would swell, and it would hurt worse. And if it got bumped or hit, like one point it got hit and I like wanted to cry because it hurt so bad. So I got that removed, and it was 2 weeks ago now, and so I'm so excited. So now it's just healing. They took the stitches out this week, and it is just healing. I've been putting Neosporin, Aquaphor on it, so hopefully the scar isn't that bad. But there was like some bruising around my knuckles right here and right here when they took the cast off, and it was in like a finger cast for a few weeks. So that's where I've been. I haven't been able to use, and this is my dominant hand. As you guys can see, I've been doing a lot of stuff with it. This is my dominant hand, so I haven't been able to use it. So I haven't been able to film. You know, I didn't want to flip you guys off the whole time and try to use my left hand. I guess I should have done that. I should have said full face makeup with my left hand. That could have been interesting. Anyways, okay. So then I do put on some powder. The powder I use is CoverGirl True Blend Minerals, and I use this shade, I actually use this shade 415, but I can't find it anywhere. I feel like they're discontinuing this, which totally sucks because I've used this since like middle school. Yeah. And I know that this is another like foundation type powder, but I like that it's tinted because I find that if I use it, I can kind of use it on my neck and it's not like crazy. Like it kind of helps blend in my foundation and my neck, so I don't have to like drag foundation all the way down my neck. And it also has like a little bit of shimmer in it, so it like makes me glow a little bit everywhere, and I'm okay with that. So that's where I've been. Is I had my finger surgery, and everything's going great. They say that it may or may not come back. Whatever it wasn't cancerous, which I figured it wouldn't be. I've had it removed 2 other times just by like my regular doctor that I go see when I'm sick. I don't know what you'd call them, a regular practitioner. And every time I went to go see them, or the 2 times I had it removed, they acted like they could get rid of it and it would be no problem. But every time afterwards when like I'd get the stitches out, and they wouldn't put it in a cast or anything, like it would just be legit like 3 or 4 stitches, and it was like half of the size of this one. But it would be like probably like 2 or 3 stitches in it, and there would still be a huge bump, and I'd go into the doctor's office, they'd take the stitches out, and they'd say, oh, that's just swelling, it'll go down. And it never went down. It never went away. So when they took the cast off of this and it was flat, like I don't know if you guys can see, it's flat. It used to not be flat. I like almost started to cry because, I mean, I've been living with this since I was in middle school. So the fact that now it's gone, and he does say that there's like a small chance that will come back, but the fact that it's gone and my finger's not in pain anymore, and like when I write, my handwriting's like prettier. I know that sounds so silly, but my handwriting is a little bit prettier now, and I think it's because I can actually put my fingers together and write, and like you can still see there is a little bit of a gap there just because I'm so used, this finger is so used to not being able to touch the other finger. So it was like so exciting to me when he took that off, and it was like, it's not there. Like I was almost in disbelief and shock, like. And I still have been all this week. I've been like, every morning I look at it and it's like, okay, does it still match the other finger? Is it still flat? It's still gone, right? It's not coming back. And I don't think it will. So I'm super excited about that. Anyways, so that was just, you know, a tiny victory for me. So then I put that powder on, and you know what? I know I said I was gonna do like a natural makeup look, but I'm here. think we're gonna do a little bit more today just because I have the time. But again, that foundation I put on is in nowhere near full coverage. So now I'm gonna go ahead and use another product by Benefit. This is the Hoola bronzer. And I just take their little brush that comes in the thing. I know that you guys are probably like, that is so ghetto, but I don't even care. I just dab it in there like this. And then I take it and I take it on my hairline. And I kind of brush it back into my hairline. Because there's nothing worse than like that awkward line, you know what I'm saying? Okay, and I also take this and run it down the bridge of my nose, and I like using this brush again because it's like the perfect size for the sides of my nose. So that is our contour, and then I'm just going to take this e.l.f. Fiji Matte Palette, and I'm just gonna run this right where I put that contour, just to rosy those up a little bit. So there is my blush. I have recently gotten the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter, and this is in the shade Champagne. It's like a goldy color, so I think if you have like deeper toned skins, this would look really good on you too. What we're gonna do today, and I'm gonna use the end of my beauty blender and just bounce into it. Now this highlight, I wanna show you guys, it is not a powder, it is butter. It's a butter highlighter. It's like coconut butter. Oh, it smells so good too. It smells like coconut, so if you're not into that, don't get it. So I'm just gonna take it, I bounced it into the product just a little bit, and then I'm just gonna bounce it onto my high points. Guys, that highlight looks so good. Then I'm also going to take this on my finger. It's a highlighter still. I'm just gonna take a little bit on my finger, and I'm just gonna run it Cupid's bow a little bit. And when I do it on my Cupid's bow, I distress it a lot. Like here, I kind of get a little heavy, which when I first started using highlighter, I thought I would never do, but I like it. And it's not so much that it's like, okay, I thought I would never put highlighter that on my cheeks like that because I thought that people would judge me. And I don't care what people think anymore. So I just do what I want. Like, I was afraid that like, people would be like, oh, you have like glitter on your face. And now if anybody ever says that to me, I'm just gonna be like, thank you, I know, isn't it beautiful? Like, is that so bad? No? Beauty, makeup for me is just fun. It's just fun to play with it. And so yeah, so that's why I do it. So I just go in with an e.l.f. brush. This is their e.l.f. brow pencil, and this is in the color taupe. I buy these offline. I used to get them at Target, and I cannot find the color taupe at Target anymore, and I don't know why, but I just buy them offline, and I buy as many as it takes to get me free shipping, and they last me till Christmas. So every Christmas, I get more of these. Okay, and what I do is I just take it in. Sorry guys, I don't want to block the camera on you. I just follow my natural line of my eyebrows, like where they are already, how they've been shaped when I got them waxed and when I shape them at home. And then I just color that in. I think sometimes, and it's because my eyebrows are a little bit thicker. I mean, they get thinner through here, but they're just a little bit thicker, and so I can get away with doing that. Lots of people can't get away with doing that. And if you're one of those people, then you have to do like fine brush hair strokes. But I can get away with it right now. So that's basically how I do my eyebrows. Anyways, I'm gonna finish up the other brow and then I'll be back. So there are my eyebrows, and there is just one more thing I wanted to say about them. Are my eyebrows perfect? No. Are they perfect when I pencil them on? No, not even close. But you know, that is something that doesn't bother me, and that's because I know that my natural eyebrows aren't perfect, and I know that nobody's natural eyebrows are perfect. Natural makeup look my butt, right? Like, that ain't happening. It ain't happening. Natural makeup look. That's just making me laugh, you guys. It's making me laugh. I can't even believe I started my intro like that. I might refilm it. Oh, or not. We'll just laugh at it. Okay, sorry guys, I'm busting out all my makeup brushes over here that I need, all my eye brushes. We're gonna go in with this brush from Mikas Beauty. It is their E230 brush. And I am going to, correction, I'm going in with my finger first. And I'm gonna go into this light shade way down here. These shades do not have any, ooh, that is chalky. These shades do not have any names for them, but I'm just gonna tap this all over my lid. I'm not putting down a eyelid primer today, and that is because I don't feel like it. Is that a good enough reason why I don't want to do something? I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. Oh, guys, okay. I was gonna tell you this earlier, but I decided I wanted to wait until I was doing eyeshadow to tell you guys this. I am so excited. I have a eyeshadow palette coming to review for you guys. I'm going to warn you now. It is going to be a sponsored video. So that just means that they sent the product to me for free, which I know, like, you guys are probably all sitting there going, well, what's the difference between that and PR when beauty gurus get PR? The difference is they are sending it to me specifically knowing that I am going to review it. And when I review it for them, I will have to turn my video into them first before putting it on YouTube. So that means I will turn it into them and they will approve it or not approve it. And I don't really know what happens because they're not paying me. They're just sending me this eyeshadow palette for free. So my question is, like, if I'm honest and I'm like, I don't like this, I don't know if they'll approve it. Would I have to send the palette back? I don't really know. So I guess we'll see. But guys, I'm gonna be 100% honest. It's not gonna change my opinion whatsoever. It's a beauty brush. And I'm just gonna take this shade right here. It's just a good base transition shade for me. And tapping it off, and I'm just gonna go in the crease right here. But anyways, so I am so excited to have that come to review for you guys. It's gonna be a surprise on what it is. It is and I know that we've had palettes similar to what I'm getting in the past, but I have never gotten anything like this, and the brand has a lot of really good qualities about it that I like, and that is why I decided that I would review it for them. Now I'm gonna take this fluffy brush. This is from BH Cosmetics. It's the brush 101, and it's not natural hair bristles, it's fake. And I'm just gonna buff this out a little bit. And it's clean. I didn't put more product on it. It's completely clean. I find that sometimes I watch beauty gurus and I'm like, girl, is that brush clean or is it dirty? You tell me. So I buff that out just a little bit. And where it is synthetic, it's not as soft as like a natural hair bristle brush. And so it does, I don't want to say it's pokey because it's not pokey, but it just like makes my eyes just a little bit red because it's just not as soft. I mean, you get that with everything. I'm going to take this same Mikas Beauty brush. I just wiped it off. And I'm going to go into this darker purpley plum color. It's right in the center of this palette. I'm going to go right into the center of that. And we're just going to kind of put it on the outer corner a little bit. I haven't really decided if I'm packing it on or if I'm just putting it on. I'm kind of doing both. I'm kind of pushing and packing and wiping, doing it all. Okay, now we're gonna move over to the other side. Now we are going to go in with a little bit of both of these now. So the center one that I just used for the outside and this one right here. But I'm just gonna take a little bit of both. We'll see what we get. Oh yeah, guys, this is beautiful. And it is still this like purpley shade, but it's also got like that tan in it. So it mutes, it like brings these two looks together. I should have probably used like a different transition shade, not like, and I probably should use like more of a tan color for the transition shade, but I didn't. So I mixed those two, and I'm really glad that I didn't because I think this looks bomb now. I do take like some concealer or something to just help block it out a little bit so that it has something to stick to. I find that it works just a little bit better. Now I'm gonna take my BH Cosmetics and press it. I'm pressing, I'm not swiping or anything. I'm just pressing this pigment onto my eye. Hey, you guys, that concealer I think is so old. Do you guys see the line that I gave? I mean, that's an amazing line. If I was like gonna do a cut crease, that's an amazing line. Major props to it for that. But I'm not gonna do a cut crease. So there's the issue. Because of that, we're gonna go to plan B. We're gonna use our finger and see if it presses on there a little bit better. And it does. Guys, and lots of times shadows, it just is, sometimes one day it can work for you one way and then the next, it's not gonna work that way. And it can be frustrating to try and like figure out, like, I'm gonna take this big fluffy brush and I'm gonna dip it into that mixture I did again. But sometimes it's just like all about, and I'm just running it on the seam here to kind of blend it together. But sometimes it's just like the humidity, the temperature. I'm just taking a little bit more of that shimmery shadow on my finger and just running it past the cut crease line. I'm gonna do that on this side too. But like sometimes it's like, why isn't this working? It worked the other day. It can be the humidity. If you're traveling, it can be the weather. It could be, it was just a fluke thing. It only worked once that one time. I mean, there's several reasons why sometimes things work and sometimes they don't. Now I'm just taking some of this brownish shade right here, and I'm just going to run it up above this part. Just because that concealer, it made a name for itself. It was staking out some property on my eyes. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this fluffy blending brush again and just buff it out. Ew! I'm gonna take this same Mikasa E230 brush. It's a little bit fluffier than my BH Cosmetics one, and I'm just going to take this, what shade did I put in that corner? I'm just gonna take this middle shade right here, and I'm gonna run it underneath my eyes. And then, that's a little dark, and I wanna add another color to it, so I'm just gonna take this fluffy brush again and buff it out. This 105 brush from BH Cosmetics. I'm gonna take that same purpley mauve tone in here. I'm just running it halfway under this time. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take this and buff these kind of together and out. This itty bitty 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 BH 106 brush, like little, and I'm gonna take the pink highlight down here, and I'm just gonna highlight underneath my brow bone. Sorry, can you guys even see what I'm doing? Highlight it underneath my brow bone. I'm gonna take this same brush, same color, pop it into the inner corners. I'm going to take, this is like a deep chocolate brown color. I would say in between milk chocolate and dark chocolate, if you're going to choose a chocolate. Yes, I'm comparing this to a chocolate bar now. Anyways, so this is in between those two, and I'm just gonna take this liner brush. It's 107 from BH Cosmetics. And I just very gently, like, essentially like I'm drawing. I just draw a line in the powder. And then I take the angled side so the long bristles are facing my nose. And I just very lightly run a light brown line next to my lashes. And this just makes my lashes look thicker and fuller. For those of you that have been following me for a while, you know that I don't do fake lashes. Taking the same shade, and I just do it halfway underneath my eye, about where I put the purple shade as well. And I do take it out just a little bit to my corners. And I don't do eyeliner, and I like the way that the eyeshadows look on me better than eyeliner, so I just don't do it. And then what you're gonna do is find your eyelash curler and curl your eyelashes, but I can't find mine, so we're just gonna put on our mascara. This is CoverGirl's Professional Super Thick Lash. I absolutely love this. It's in very black, and I'm probably gonna edit this out, me putting on mascara, because whenever I watch people do it on film, it like freaks me out. So I'm gonna edit this out because I don't wanna be freaked out watching my own video. So for lips, what I have been doing lately is I try to exfoliate like once a week, and I haven't done it for a while, so I just thought I'd let you know. This is an e.l.f. exfoliator, and it is in the scent, flavor, whatever, coconut, and it's like scrubbing sugar exfoliator. And I just put it on my lips, and look at like the makeup and stuff that it takes off. You just put it on and like rub it together for a minute, like really exfoliate your lips. And then I take a rag and I'll wipe this puppy off. Okay, so not only does it like bring color back into my lips, but it also makes it so I don't have any dead skin on there, and it looks better. Okay, and then there's a few different things I want to try. Usually I have been doing this L'Oreal Paris exclusive J.Lo color in Jennifer's Nude, which I don't think you can get anymore because I didn't see it at Target. I found this at my local grocery store, so maybe check there if you're looking for it. But I usually have been doing this, and then I'll put this BH Cosmetic Nude Lip Gloss in, I don't know what color this is, but I've been putting this on my lips, and it looks really good. But today I wanted to try, where did it go? I wanted to try these two together. So this I got in a influencer box. It is the Melting Pout CoverGirl Liquid Lipstick. And so today I'm gonna put this down as my base just because I want it to be more of a tan. I like tan lips on me the best. I haven't felt comfortable enough with exploring with other colors yet. Just really smooth and creamy. It's a really smooth and creamy lipstick. Okay, so now that that's on, now we're gonna put on the Melting Pout, which this looks dark, but it is actually like super bright. Like I remember putting it on and being like, oh, that's bright. So yeah, so we're gonna put this on. Okay, I like this color a lot better, layered with the nude underneath it. It kind of just muted it out a little bit. But I also like this product too, because it is a squeezy tube, so you can control how much product comes out. I did put like a little bit too much on because I was squeezing and nothing was coming out, and then it like all came out. So I think it was just because the product was in the bottom of the tube and not the top of the tube. So if you have that, maybe store it upside down or on its lid, you know what I mean? And then just to finalize your look, just take your setting spray and... Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Sorry I've been a little bit MIA, but I do see all you new subscribers that are showing up, and I appreciate this love and support I get from all my old subscribers. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and don't forget to follow me on all my other social media sites. I do polls on Twitter a lot of what I want to do on this channel, so if you kind of want to say on what I will be doing next, be sure to follow me on Twitter. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe here, guys. And as always, be polished, wear polished, and a little superstition never hurt. We'll catch you guys later. Bye.